What's up, YouTube? Vengeful Sorrow here once again. Back at it again. Another drinking video, as you can clearly see. Now, today's drinking video gonna be some ice cold Colt 45, baby. Fuck. Brick. But we still gonna be drinking this. Alright, so let's crack open a cold one. And enjoy. On your mark, get set, Vengeful Sorrow. Cheers, motherfuckers. This is a tough boss fight. Speaking of that, I'm playing Dark Souls 2. I probably dropped like fucking 50 hours into it already. I'm at like level 85 or some shit. And I don't think I'm even like a quarter of the way through the game, honestly. Because I fucking... Because I fucking fought like all the early game bosses. But I know there's gotta be a shit ton of harder fucking bosses out there. I'm uploading all the boss fights over on fucking Vengeful Sorrow Gaming. So if you want to see them, check them out. You know, they're not amazing. It's no commentary, but it's just me fighting the boss. Because I figured I'd share them. And I'm streaming the whole game. Anytime I play, I'm streaming it, you know, from the PS4. And so check that out if you're interested. That's on check it out on Twitter. You'll get a link whenever I stream. Now here's what I don't get. A lot of people online say that Dark Souls 2 is like hard as fuck. It's like the black sheep of fucking Dark Souls games because it's so hard. I don't really think so. I think it's about the same, honestly, the same difficulty as any other Dark Souls game so far that I played. I played Demon Souls and Dark Souls 1. And I think it's about on par with those. Demon Souls was my first one that I played. And I got so defeated from it, I quit the game for 6 months. And then I was like, you know, I feel bad about quitting the game. I hate quitting games. So I went back and I tried it, and my problem was I had allocated my points, you know, my souls into levels wrong. So I actually had to do some grinding to get caught up because I was like fucking putting them into random shit that I was like, oh, I'll need, this sounds good, this sounds good. Like, I was putting points into fucking resistance and magic and shit. And I wasn't a magic user. I was like a knight with fucking, I should have been putting points into, like, strength and vitality and fucking endurance and shit. I fucked that up. So I grinded a shit ton, got to where I should be, and then I progressed with the game. And that was how I learned how to play Dark Souls, or Demon Souls or whatever. And then Dark Souls 1, honestly, was easy for me. Dark Souls 2 is about the same. Like, everybody thinks it's hard as fuck. If it's the first Dark Souls game you play, it's probably gonna kill you. You're probably gonna die. Like, I mean, I'm gonna die a lot too, but it's not that bad. That's what I'm trying to say. I just wanted to put that out there. I know I'm not a fucking pro Dark Souls player. I'm not like fucking doing soul level 1 run-throughs and shit. Fucking boss rushes and shit. Nah. I die a lot. I fuck up a lot. But there's that moment where you get good and, then you at least understand the concept of the game, If you understand the concept of the game, it'll be easy for you. And speaking of that, I think Dark Souls 2 is easier than the previous game because I think the item descriptions are a bit more specific. Like, okay, let me tell you, there are some vague ones out there, But, like, for instance, where you fucking kill a boss, you get the boss soul. You can use that boss soul to get a shit ton of souls. Or, perhaps, it's what it says. Of course, I know that from playing previous games, that you can use that to craft a good weapon or armor or shield, whatever it be. So, that's still a little bit vague. If you didn't play the game on a previous game, you ain't gonna get that. But, I mean, like, certain things will tell you. I don't know, I'm trying to think. There's this one. I don't know, there's certain things that are just specific, more specific. It's like, I find an item, I'm like, I know what to do with that kind of thing. I don't know. I was just looking at my keyboard for a second. Nothing but foam left. And with that shitty ass burp, I'm gonna call it a day. Call it a night, in fact. So thanks for watching. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for listening to me rant about Dark Souls 2. Because, I wanted to mention to somebody, somehow, some way, that it's really not that hard, in my opinion. So, thanks for watching. Peace out.